Hey guys, it's Misty from the July Fed Off. You'll have to excuse my bedhead. This is got a shower in the hospital and laid around on wet hair kind of look. And I don't feel like changing that right now. So for those of you who don't follow me on social media, probably don't know, but I was admitted into the hospital on Thursday. I had an abscess on my leg. I still have a spot on my leg. And I was going to leave it alone because that's normally what I do. But by Wednesday, it was really impeding on my ability to walk. And so I stayed home from work on Wednesday and spent the entire day literally heating up a washcloth in the microwave, pulling it out with tongs and sticking it on my skin, trying to get that thing to go down or make any kind of progress whatsoever to come to a head. And it just wasn't doing it. And as you know, if you watch my Plan With Me, I was supposed to have a surprise romantic getaway with Rob this past weekend, which of course didn't happen, but we'll get there in a minute. So, sorry, it really hurts to sit and lay down. So, and stand up. So it's like, ugh, I can't get comfortable. So Wednesday night, once my husband and my brother got home, I decided to go to the emergency room. I'd already kind of planned to go. I didn't want to go see my regular doctor because of the location of it, which is completely absurd. I get that. It's completely irrational. But I have a gynecologist for a reason. I know a lot of women feel comfortable enough with their primary care physician to have that exam done with them and then continue to see them throughout the year. I don't. Absurd. I know it's my thing. So it's in a spot where like 3 pieces of anatomy hit. And I was like, I don't want to go to my primary care physician for that. So I went to the emergency room and he lanced it and oh my god. He probably did it about 11 p.m. at night. It took forever. They were busy, which is weird because that little hospital is never busy. And so he shot, if you've ever watched a video on YouTube about them lancing an abscess or lancing a bowl, you know exactly what they did and how bad it hurts. The worst part was the lidocaine because he shot it up with lidocaine to numb it. And when that stuff, when that shit wore off, holy crap, it was about 1 o'clock. Excuse me, 1 o'clock Thursday morning. And I was doing my damnedest not to wake up Rob. And by 4:30, I couldn't take it anymore. And we hadn't filled my prescription because it had been so late when we got home. I mean, it was almost midnight. So I woke him up. I'm like, you're going to have to go fill this prescription. And luckily, we have CVS insurance. And luckily, there's one about 5 miles away that's open 24 hours. And he came home and I was popping pain pills like they were going out of style. And he worked from home that day. And by noon, I knew that I had a fever. And I asked him to grab the thermometer, and it was 103.4. And I was like, oh, crap, here we go. And so I called my regular doctor to see if he wanted me just to come see him or if he thought I needed to go to the hospital. And he was like, you need to go to the hospital. So I get to the hospital, and it's the same nurse practitioner that I had from the night before. And he's like, oh, you're back. And I'm like, yeah, so I expect a fever of 103.4. And he was like, okay, so they started me immediately on an IV. You guys can't see that. I've had one in both arms. I mean, I've had vampires all over me. So, immediately started me on an IV. And then he came in about an hour later and said, listen, you're diabetic. You have a gaping hole in your leg. And it looks like you have cellulitis. So we're going to admit you. And I was like, oh, crap. Sorry, I haven't slept well. All I've been doing is sleeping, but I haven't slept well since all this started. So that was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was closer probably to 7 before we finally were in the room and got settled. And Since Thursday, once I got in the room, every 4 hours I had 4 bags of medicine on the IV. And going at the exact same time. I posted a picture of Kevin on Instagram and Facebook. They call him Kevin or Keith. I don't remember. But it was just literally going. And the first couple of days, I was in a ton of pain and asking for morphine as much as I can get it, which is completely unlike me because I hate morphine. I've always hated morphine. Gives me a headache. Makes me nauseous. All those things. And I took it anyway because I was just in so much pain and they weren't going to give me anything else. So, fast forward to Friday, I saw a new doctor who was a complete and total jerk, and he ripped off that gauze and tape and was like, and I was just like, when he left, I was bawling. And the nurse had already brought me morphine. She was like, I can't believe he was that rough with you. I was so upset. And granted, this is the same damn hospital I went to have that stupid hysterectomy. So I've already had all those issues with this hospital. And then he was a jackass on top of it. But he came back on Saturday, and I was like, I don't want to see you. And he's like, why? I was like, because you were a I told him, I was like, you were a jackass yesterday. I was like, he's like, well, you were, you're just upset because you were hurting. I was like, no, I was upset because you were a jackass. I said, you can see me today. I said, but I need you to be gentle and compassionate. And then remember that I'm a human who's in pain. And so he's like, well, I don't have to examine you today. I was like, good, then come back tomorrow. So he came back today. Whatever day, I don't remember. Maybe it was Saturday. I don't remember. And he was like, I'm going to keep you till at least Monday. And I was like, all right. And then my nurse came in today. She's like, oh, he's going to let you go. I was like, what the heck? So he was crazy. And sorry, my eyes are itching. And I'm just whatever with him. And I'm going to go see my primary care physician. So I've been released from the hospital, but I'm not released to go back to work. For a couple of reasons. Because I caught staph. I think the hospital gave me staph. Because I sure as heck didn't have staph going in. That's what that doctor said on Wednesday. It wasn't staph. It was cellulitis. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's all the same thing. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. Oh, geez, my eyes are itching. So, as you guys know, I work with little ones who are germy anyway, so plus it hurts to sit, it hurts to sit, it hurts to see, and it hurts to walk, and I have a gaping hole in my leg, so I have to go see a wound care doctor, which I'm so glad about, because the doctor that's the one good thing about him, I will say, because he's like, your husband's not gonna be able to take care of this, and I was like, thank you, Jesus, because poor Rob, he hates stuff like this, and he always gets stuck taking care of things like that, and I put my foot down. No. So I have to wait for the hospital to make me an appointment, and it should be happening on Monday. So hopefully I can go to the wound care every day, and this will be mostly healed up by Friday, and then I can go back to work, normal activities on Monday. Please, God. So we're sitting in the hospital on Thursday, and Rob kind of whispers, I'm ruining our surprise. And I was like, what? And I was so completely out of it because my fever had been so high, and they'd given me so much morphine and all these other medicines. They kept coming in and giving me shots and IVs, and I was just out of it. And I was like, what? And he's like, I saw the credit card statement because I put on the credit card and I was going to pay it when we got paid, which is this week. And I was like, dang it! I didn't think that it would already be on the statement. And he's like, that we've paid off that credit card. And I looked to see why we had a balance. And I saw it. And I'm like, you weren't supposed to. So he's like, but it's a nice surprise. And I was like, well, it's not a surprise now. And then I was like, yeah, we can't even go. So luckily they let us reschedule. It's not going to be a surprise, but we were able to schedule the entire package. So we're going to go Halloween weekend. We hate being here for Halloween anyway, because our neighbors, we don't really care for trick-or-treaters for the most part, because in this neighborhood, they're old, like too old to be trick-or-treating. And then we have some teenagers around us and their houses always get tissued, and it's like, ugh, we don't want to be here for that. So, we're going to try to go that weekend. Hopefully, knock on wood, nothing else happens. So, I closed my sticker shop down, closed Etsy down for a while because it's going to take me a little bit to catch up. And if you missed the announcement on my Etsy page, I got a bad batch sticker paper. Don't know if all the pieces were bad or just some of them, but I had one customer write me and let me know that like the ink was coming off her stickers. So I haven't filled any orders. I emailed a couple of people whose orders were due like tomorrow and asked them if they didn't mind waiting, and they didn't. So I've had a couple of people email me, you know, when is my order going out, and they're all going to go out on the 2nd if I can help it. And I'm going to reopen, probably give it a week to work on getting some things designed and put back in. I honestly don't know how this week is going to go, and I'm going to take my time healing and really focus on that, and rather than trying to stress myself out trying to come up with new stickers designs and all those kinds of things. I know a couple of people have voiced that they're ready to buy more stickers, and I appreciate you so much, but I gotta be ready health-wise first to be able to vote to, because especially now, because it's just me. So I'll let you infer whatever you want to infer from that. So, because apparently there's a spy. Someone spies on me and then reports back to other people. So, I'm very special. Very special. So that's it, guys. I am alive. I look like crap. Feel like crap. I don't think I lost any weight. And what drove me crazy, and it's a small hospital, but I was on the American Diabetic Association diet, and I was like, you guys are bringing me too many carbs. They're like, we can't get your sugar down. I'm like, because they're bringing me too many carbs. And she was like, well, you don't have to eat it. I was like, it's either eat that or starve. Because they fed you at 7, 11, 5, and then you didn't eat again. So by like 9 o'clock, I'm like, I'm so hungry. Bo was ready to give me a salad. I'm like, I just need a salad. I need some vegetables and protein. So like my first dinner there was sweet potatoes, peas, and some kind of meat gravy. That was disgusting. The rest of the meals were pretty decent. Breakfast the next morning was eggs, hash browns, an English muffin, oatmeal, sausage, and she wanted to give me orange juice. And I was like, no ma'am. I was like, I really can't drink juice. I'm diabetic. She's like, oh yeah, that's right. And then it was like just tons and tons of carbohydrates. And I was finding like, can I just get like a chef salad? It's like, because it's like I was trying to get, because another reason I went in, my blood sugar on Thursday was 366, and that's the highest it's been in a while. And I'm like, yep, I got an infection. Yep, it's pretty bad. So, I mean, we've dealt with this before. I had something worse to me. Back in 2006, it was right before we got married. It was Christmas Eve that it burst. I had a boil or abscess under my fat roll. I don't know how else to call it, people. Let's just be real. Where my thigh meets my belly. And I would pick at it. Like, I was trying to open it with a pit. This is before I learned not to do that. So now I don't. I was wiping it down with alcohol, putting the warm compress on it. But I wasn't squeezing it. I wasn't trying to open it. Nothing. But that one I was, just trying to get it to relieve some pressure. And I remember Christmas Eve, I went in to use the bathroom. And I kind of lifted my leg. And when I did, it went, and it was like a crime scene. It was so bad. And poor Rob, who is, faints at blood and just doesn't have the stomach for those kinds of things. He cleaned it up. But I literally had a hole about this big around, so about the size of a silver dollar, and about that deep. Never went to the hospital for it, and didn't pack it or nothing. Just kept it covered. Our wedding day rolled around, and I was still draining, and this is gross. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put up a disclaimer, like, yuck, don't listen. I double put 2 pieces of gauze on it so I wouldn't get my dress dirty. Well, that caused the infection to tunnel, and then I was on like $500 antibiotics. I mean, it was crazy, and we were just going to Doc in the Box. We didn't have insurance at the time, and they were like giving us free, like, here, put this in your pocket kind of thing, and giving us free medicine, and it finally healed up. So it's kind of crazy that I've gone through all of this for this, when it wasn't nearly, to me, it wasn't nearly as bad as the other one, but au contraire, mon frere, holy crap. So, you're going to see, you want to see some changes. Going to see some changes in my eating, some changes in a lot of things, because it's my blood sugar that causes it. When my blood sugar is high, I get one. My blood sugar hadn't been running that high. It's been running in the low 200s. But that was apparently enough. And so, yeah. I don't remember where I was going with that, but whatever. So, I have a couple of videos that I want to film this week. Hopefully my ink will press order will ship this week. I got a classic and a flex, and I know they're supposed to ship on different dates. So I don't know what's up with that. I have a Happy Planner unboxing I need to do. I need to start my Christmas card series. I need to announce Jolly Mail. I have a lot of crap to do, but we'll see what gets done. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Again, I'm going to put a disclaimer up that this is, watch at your own risk, and appreciate all of you guys who left such great messages and stuff on Facebook and Instagram. You guys are really awesome to me, and I really do appreciate you. So anyways, I will see you when I see you. Keep praying for me, because I'm not out of the woods yet. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.